Here's what we want you to really remember from this gathering. In the moment that you stop paddling upstream, the current will turn you and the current will carry you. And in that turning moment is your feeling of relief. That's where all of your power is. It's just in allowing the natural stream to turn you and carry you. There are so many things that you can do that will make you feel better. But the most important thing is that you be aware that when you do feel better, you've done all that you can do. You can't turn in the stream and all of a sudden be to where you want to be. But you can stop paddling upstream, and when you do, the stream will turn you. And when the stream turns you and the stream carries you as it will, everything that you've been asking for is there. We want you to understand also that this is an eternally flowing stream. So there is no end destination. So while you're turning in the stream, life's going to cause you to continue to ask for things. So there will always be something more that you are flowing toward. But we want you to get the sense that what a good life, what a productive life, what a life the way you meant to live it is like, what the fulfilling, rewarding, self-created, genius creator life that a source in a physical body intended to live, what you intended to do was to live and ask and flow toward, and live and ask and flow toward, and live and ask and flow toward. And when you realize that your emotions let you know the only thing that matters, which is the direction of your boat in the stream, and when you realize that any form of negative emotion simply means that you've turned and you're fighting against the current, and when you stop doing that, then the current will carry you, now you've got it all figured out. Now, some of you are a little bit worried that this stream really knows what it's doing. Some physical friends actually believe that there is a stream of good and a stream of evil, and they want to work very hard to be in the good stream. And we want you to understand that there is only one stream, and it only feels evil when you're going upstream. There only is one stream, and you only get sick when you're going upstream. In other words, there is only a stream of clarity, but when you buck the current, you feel confused. There's only a stream of wellness, but when you buck the current, you get sick. There's only a stream of that which you call God or goodness, but when you buck the current, you feel awful. And then, as you compare your comparative experiences, you conclude, oh no, there is a stream of evil. And we say, there is only a stream of well-being, and when you relax and allow yourself, it is our promise to you that this stream of well-being will carry you to that which you are. And you don't have to wait until you die and go to heaven and are rewarded with all of that good stuff. The relief will sweep over you in the moment. And the more often you catch yourself bucking the current and you withdraw the thought and allow yourself to go with the current, the more you will relax into the current, and the more you will begin to understand the perfection of who you are, and the more the delights of this life experience will reveal themselves to you in the way that you knew they would when you made the decision to come forth into this physical body. This leading edge time-space reality is where that which you are as source and that which you are as physical converge. And it does not get any better anywhere than to be in a physical body, allowing the fullness of that which is source to flow through you. It does not get any better than that. And we say to you, why not just stop paddling and let the current carry you? And humans say, Abraham, that just seems lazy. And we say, yes, but the stream is so sure and the stream is so strong. Why fight that current? Why not go with the benefit of the flow? And humans give us all kinds of reasons why they don't. But mostly the sentiment behind what they say is, we paddle upstream because we've been taught to do it by others who are paddling upstream. In other words, it's just what we do. And we say, yes, but how long can you keep that up? And our physical friends say, I don't know, but I'm willing to do it as long as I can. I'll do it or die, they say. I will paddle against the current because it's what I've been taught to do. And we say, yes, but how long can you keep that up? And they say, I've been going to classes. I've been studying. I belong to a user group. I go to community parties. I have support groups all around me, and I am getting stronger every day. And really, Abraham, it's not as bad as you might think. Once you develop the muscle, And besides that, since everybody else is doing it, it's frankly easier to do it than not do it. Because if I were to let go and just flow with the current, no one would think that I have any value. Virtue and all of that stuff is about paddling upstream. And anyway, they often say, I hear there are more rewards in heaven afterward. And we say, we understand how you have learned that, but we really want you to know that nothing that you want is upstream. And the reason that we know that so emphatically is because we know the reason for the current. We know what the current is about. We know that the current flowed with you into this physical experience. We know that this current is the source energy that is projected here in this time-space reality. And we know that the current is about the eternalness that we all are. We know that the current is about life experience causing you to ask for yet more. We know that that is the current. And we know that the current moves faster because source energy hears your request and becomes it. We know what this cycle and this current is about. And we know that everything that you want is downstream of this current. And further, we know that source, the God that you are reaching for, the source that is within you, that source is calling you toward everything that you have become. And we know that in this river, that this call of source is downstream. And when you go in the direction of the call of source, you go with grace and ease. In other words, going with the flow is effortless once you get the hang of it. So there are two things that we want you to understand that are so essential to understanding your experience here in this life and the deliberate creating that you are about. One is that the speed of your stream is self-induced. In other words, your stream flows as it flows. Oh, yes, it was flowing before you came into this physical body. It really was. But the life experience that you're living and the eternal asking that this life is calling forth from you is causing a faster moving of the stream. A beautiful woman came to a gathering not too long ago, and during her lunch hour, she visited with her children. And one of her children said, Mom, if you get a chance to ask Abraham, will you ask a question for me? And Mother said, yes. She was the first one called on after lunch, by the way. It was an interesting thing. The power of that child's question got his mother right in the chair. And the question that he wanted the answer for is, why are grown-ups so grumpy? And our answer is, because the longer they live in this contrasting environment, the more life causes them to ask for things that they don't allow themselves to move toward. In other words, the longer you live, the more you ask. The more you ask, the faster your stream. The faster your stream, the more you get beat up by the stream if you don't flow with the stream. So when you are accustomed to paddling upstream in a faster and faster and faster moving stream, you get torn apart. In other words, there's a tug of war going on within you that is not pleasant at all. But when you allow yourself to go with the flow, oh, what a frolicking good time you can have when you have a fast moving stream and you're going with it. So the two factors that we want you to be aware of are the stream moves fast, and the longer you live and the more you ask, the faster it moves. And it's important that you know which way you are pointed within the stream. And the way you are pointed within the stream is everything about the way you feel. You don't even have to paddle downstream. Many of you say, oh, I'm over here, what I want's over there. Shouldn't I turn my boat around, put a motor on it, and get over there? And we say, the motor's not necessary, the stream's going. But what you must do, if you're to feel any ease in your life and any speed toward what you are wanting, you got to stop paddling upstream. And so when you die, you will withdraw your attention from this time-space reality. And in doing so, you'll stop beating the drum of anything that is resistant in nature. And so it really will be that fast turning in the stream and that reemerging into pure positive energy. And you will feel pleased with that which you have become. You have created this vibrational essence of who you are. The expanded version of you, the source energy part of you has expanded whether you let yourself keep up with it or not. And can you feel what negative emotion is? Negative emotion is you not staying up to speed with what you have become. And no one can do anything about that but you. So you say, well, I didn't know that. I learned otherwise. And I felt a lot of negative emotion, guilt, and all kinds of things. And so I didn't let myself go with the flow. And then I croak. And we say, no problem. In the moment of your releasing of your attention from your physical body, you are now up to speed with that which you have become. And it is from that new vantage point that you come forth again. So if you are getting a picture of what your vibrational escrow must look like, because it was contributed to before you even came into this body, and you've been contributing to it every day since, can you imagine what the vibrational escrow of mass consciousness must look like? Can you imagine what this world has vibrationally become? Can you imagine what these wars and all that it is causing those around the world to want? Can you imagine what is waiting in vibrational escrow for those who will just stop paddling upstream and allow themselves to flow toward it? You do not need to worry about your future experience. Fortunately, the dilution ratio is working in your favor. Resistance ones are croaking, and allowing ones are being born. And plenty of you who were allowing and got resistant are now becoming allowing again. In other words, life on planet Earth is stable and getting better and at its all-time best. It is not reached a crescendo of well-being and now you are falling away from it. This is the leading edge. We want you to feel the power of the laws of the universe and the well-being that is the promise of your future. And all of that is a given, whether you get it or not, whether you hear us, whether you believe it, whether you know it as we know it or not. It is a given. This planet will continue to survive, and well-being will continue to be the dominant order of the day. And future generations will always benefit by that which previous generations have given birth to. It's just the way the evolution and expansion must be. The only question, and the question that this seminar wants to answer, the only question is, what am I in my physical body doing about staying up to speed with that which I have become? And the answer is, it's all given to you in the form of emotion. The better you feel, the more up to speed you are. The worse you feel, the more you're bucking the current. That's all that it is. You cannot get it wrong. You can't. And you'll never get it done. And the reason you can't get it wrong is because you can't get it done. In other words, even if you're standing in a place where you're sick or tired, when you're standing in a place where things aren't right, because it isn't done, you still are giving birth to what you want. And now all you have to do is find some way, somehow, of looking a little more that way and a little less that way, a little more downstream and a little less upstream. And as you get the hang of this, you will become a positively oriented being. You will be more optimistic rather than pessimistic. You will start looking more at the positive what-ifs rather than the negative what-ifs. You will find yourself caring so much about how you feel. In fact, until that matters most of all, you cannot hear the call of Source. So what's the call of Source sound like anyway? Harps and angels, surely. Call of Source ought to sound good, I would think, you say. And we want you to understand that the call of Source sounds different depending upon where you are when you are hearing the call of Source. In other words, if you are already in appreciation, the call of Source sounds like love and appreciation and joy and passion. If you are in despair, the call of Source might very well sound like revenge. And if you've ever been depressed, and then you found that rage flowing through you, you know from your personal experience that you felt better. And we have to say, feeling better is a step in the right direction. Source is never not within you. And the way you feel is about how you're doing in relationship with Source. Sometimes in your negative emotion or in your despair or in things not going well for you, you think Source has forsaken you. And it isn't that way at all. In fact, the fact that Source is there pulsing the vibration that Source is pulsing is most of the reason that you feel the negative emotion that you do. Can you hear that? Because it's vibrational relational. If you feel negative emotion, it's because the larger part of you is somewhere different than where you are. You get that? In other words, when you find a reason to love yourself, the reason it feels so good is because you're in alignment with you. Source loves you, you love you, there's no separation, you're going with the flow. But if you are finding fault with yourself, because Source will not join you in your fault finding, Source is going to continue to love you when you find fault with yourself. You set up vibrational discord. The stream's flowing fast, you're just not letting yourself go. It is our desire that you know clearly within you that Abraham is not asking you to turn in the stream and go quickly toward what you want.